We will also talk about in the practice within integral yoga that when we can regulate the deep breathing, we often work towards developing an exhalation that's twice as long as the inhale. For a few different reasons, it helps us regulate more fully, begin to control the movement of the breath. It's also in harmony with the tendency of the heartbeat to work 1 second and rest 2 seconds. Right? So it's actually very, very harmonious for our system and ultimately really helps calm the nervous system in a very powerful way. We talked a little bit about benefits on the physical level. On the level of another level of our being that from the yogic point of view is a little more subtle, the pranic level or the subtle energy body. This is the level in which we talk about chakras, the flow of prana through the system. Pranayama is known to help remove the blockages, the kind of subtle forms of blockage that inhibit the flow of prana. So we know the breath flows through the respiratory system, the blood flows through the veins and the arteries. The prana flows through something called nadis, subtle energy channels. This is the same thing that's understood and practiced when you hear of acupuncture, right? And qi. That qi or prana is the same element. And the use of acupressure or acupuncture are ways of working with that subtle energy body. Pranayama is another way of working with it, using the breath itself as a kind of physical counterpart to the pranic system that helps remove those blockages. Just like you hear of plaque in an artery, you could say that there's a kind of toxin or, I can't think of the word that I was looking for, but an obstacle that inhibits the flow of prana through these nadis. So when we do this kind of slow, deep breathing, we increase the amount of oxygen, but we also eliminate that which inhibits the flow of prana. And we bring more prana to our whole system. Our system is wired to be full of prana, but through unhealthy lifestyle habits, poor diet, poor air, we may inhibit the flow of prana in our system. When we increase the flow of prana, we build up our subtle energy system. You can, if you like, you can research a word called Ojas, which is conserved pranic energy, gives us a kind of bank account of prana. And we would experience that in the form of things like stamina, resilience, immunity. We build up our system with this subtle energy. Sometimes you meet someone and they're just full of energy. Children are often that way. They don't have mental problems bogging them down. They don't have the mind consumed with selfishness that can inhibit the flow of prana.